Alright, back with some food. Set the timer. Let's continue on. Grandia 3 is not better than 2. It's still great. I'm sure Grandia 3 PS2 is probably better than Grandia 2 PS2 because that game was bad. It's just such a bad port. Alright, I'm gonna mute the mic for a bit, numb my food. Edge. Father, mother. Thank heavens, you're all right. You're alive. Come with us, Edge. Yeah, totally, this is the first time the game is trying to fool us. Fool us once, shame on me. Fool us 27 times, or fool us once, shame on you. Fool us 27 times, shame on me. Yes, come with us. Where? To hell! souls burned to ashes. Use an undead weapon in here. What's going on? Father, mother. King Queen break free. Steal from your mom. There you go. Edge. You're no longer human. We no longer belong here. I'm sorry, Edge. We must go now. Woodland lies in good hands. Serve our people well. I know, right? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Don't go. Rip. Farewell, my son. Mother! Don't go. Edge. Lugae, how dare he? Ubicante, you sick bastard. It was Lugae who turned your parents into monsters. I'm sorry for your loss. Only wish was to battle you fairly. To hell with your self-righteous blabbering. I admire your spirit. But anger never bears true strength, and it blinds you from what you truly need to see. Shut up, I'll show you the power of rage. Anger evokes Edge's dormant powers. Burn blood and blitz. Well, this is interesting. Still, nothing can penetrate my cloak of flame, not even ice. Surprised they actually give us a chance to... Attack. Alright, let's finish this food. Cutscene is over. Guess I didn't need to use the tent. That's what I'm going to heal is the pole. Guess you did want to fight fairly. Anything cool to steal? I love how the only time they can steal successfully when they have a damn potion. Like, come on, game. He just hit himself with Blizzard. Yeah, it does. Gotta have all the Italian names. He's dead. It does so much damage. Oh, I should survive that one. These counterattacks are painful. Rubicante. To finish off the food. Even the weak become strong when they gather. I'm most impressed. Until we meet again. To be fair, this guy was like the fairest of all the 4 elementals. Healed us before the battle. No bullshit. Father. Mother. Hey, Million Man. It's going great. How are you? You can rest in peace now. Your Highness. Nice. Gramps. Alright, let us fight with you. Where's that devil Rubicante? We got him. It's over. Splendid. He helped me out. So, who's this Golbez? Rubicante's master. He plans to gather the crystals to reach the moon. Why the moon? We don't know exactly. We seek some great power there. We have to stop him. So he's the mastermind behind all this. I'm going with you. But your Highness, Evelyn needs you. I can wait. We gotta stop this guy before it's too late. But... stop worrying and go home. I'll be fine. Very well. Everyone, please take good care of the prince. Good fortune, your Highness. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's go get Golbez. First we need to get the crystals first. Right, lead the way. One-step encounters, as always. Put some guards in front of his door, conveniently enough. It's a trap! Oh, now we're on the other side of that, those chests we couldn't get before. Ow, that hurt. That was a nasty drop. Thunder Arrow. It'll be a while before we get... I'm actually surprised the DS version is before the PSP version for that one. Since, of course, the DS is like totally redone 3D with voice acting and stuff, and PSP is more like this one. Though I guess in a way it kind of makes sense since the PSP one comes with the After Years stuff, which came out on the Wii, right? So this version is bad. Bad as in like, you know, how the Power Glove is bad. So super rad. This encounter rate, man, come on. Is this mystery gonna be a Lamia? That's the matriarch. Hey, seriously? The egg detected me trying to steal from it? Does the counterattack with Entice every time? Stop it. That's a nasty counterattack. I love when that thing hits you with death. Final Fantasy IV is kind of like Dragon Quest III. Oh, I mean, probably because Final Fantasy IV, since, you know, it came out when it did, there wasn't really enough like cartridge space to really like flesh out all the characters and like their backstories and stuff like that. So it's like one of those, well, you know, there's a lot of potential for, you know, more story here, so let's just throw more story into it. Yeah, and there's that too, I guess. Like, Final Fantasy VII obviously has, you know, the most kind of backstory stuff. It's got like multiple other games and so on. I'm surprised they haven't really like expanded 6 too much, but I guess 6, you know, 6 doesn't really need it because there's a lot of lore in game because, you know, they had the cartridge space to do that, right? Mithril golems. Ow. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess Final Fantasy II kind of did, but Final Fantasy 1 and I think isn't 3 kind of like 1 in terms of you just, you know, you kind of create classes or whatever. Yeah, it's probably why you don't really see too many. You don't see like extra stuff for 6 because they didn't need it. 4 was like, so the 4 just had like so much potential for like the backstories of all these characters that wasn't explored in the original game because there wasn't room for it. Chaos, so much chaos. High potion. Fucking hate that blaster. Hate it with a passion. Pickle God. Thunder Arrow. Oh, first time I stole something that's not a, it's not a damn potion. Years doesn't explore most of the backstories. I mean, it's the after years, but, you know, at least it fleshes out the characters some. I guess that's kind of the point. I mean, part of the problem with this, too, is there's a lot of characters. They constantly just, like, shove new characters in your face, so that kind of leaves a lot to be desired, I guess. Fight these corals and, like, die again. Huh? An enemy airship? Let's use this, get out of here. Right, but that stealing. Who cares? Besides, we'll put it to better use. Grand Theft airship. Could be a trap. Hey, she's not bad. Let's call her Falcon. What do you think, Rydia? Suits me fine. Let's get going. Yes, let's go. Falcon, take us up. Earlier pressed multiple times, so that sounds awful. New airship, let's go. Before I do anything, because I usually end up walking into a mimic. Some of the places we've been is the Dwarf Castle, the Dwarven Base, and where we are, so all those other areas are new. Apparently you can't go over lava, though. Assuming we go to that hole, seems to be the only new place we can access. What first? Use these for thrown items. Can I throw shields? Let's see. Throw the dark sword. So it's going to sell high potions and potions. It's kind of annoying. So you can't throw shields, can't throw multiple hammers, can't throw the dark sword, can't throw the ice brand, can't throw those fire lances. It's annoying. So basically the sleep blade, the kunai. That's it. It's annoying that you need to like summon this thing. Like, why not just have him be available without Gizzle Greens? Like, nah. Gotta make this as annoying as possible. But the music here is so farty. So farty. there's like any special grinding spots like this spot here, which is just like off the beaten path. I wonder if there's super enemies. Doesn't look like it. Stone everybody. Different area. Me, the Peninsula of Power. No, it's fine. I'm not gonna bother grinding. Let's go into the devil's asshole. Run, fuck her up, we're going in. Thought for sure there would have been something. Probably is, but we just need to go see the dwarves for now. You've returned. Were you able to recover the crystals? No, I'm sorry. I see. Well, Bez is very persistent. He's trying to open the sealed cavern by force. It'll be a matter of time before he succeeds. I want you to get the crystal before he does. Luca, come here. Yes? Your necklace. Here. This is the key to open the sealed cavern. Without this necklace, no one can enter. You must protect the last crystal. How about not giving us the necklace? That usually is the reason why that seal would get broken. We'll do our best. It clearly hasn't been taken yet. What about the enemy? Head southwest of the sealed cavern. But how? I can't get through the lava. Exactly. It's like the stupidest thing. It's like all of up to this point, it's remained sealed and perfectly protected. But hey, here's the thing that'll remove the seal. So go over there and protect it. It's like, you realize that thing that was protecting it is doing a pretty good job of it right now, right? We can land on top of these things. Yeah, the music is always great in this. Freaky Summon Town? Don't think so. Yeah, we haven't been to the Summon Town in the Underworld yet. Assuming I have to talk to somebody in the dwarf place to make our ship fireproof so we can go down there. Yeah, because we gotta go down southwest, and clearly we can't do that with the lava in the way right now, so... Let's explore these top areas first. Cecil go before Edge. Edge's bar was completely full before Cecil even had a turn. Right, back to the dwarf place, I guess. There's gotta be somebody there that can make our airship go through the fire, because clearly we can't do anything. I think the king would have mentioned something, though. Lally-ho! World interest collapsed and things were hectic. An old kook in trouble. He's sleeping in the infirmary as you speak. I wonder who it could be. Somehow he survived it in a bomb exploding like 2 feet away from him. We can find where the infirmary is. Hey, where's my food? Sid. I can't believe it. How did you... Heh. Who's this geezer? Geezer? Who's this snot-nosed kid? Watch your mouth, windbag. I'm Edge, Prince of Veblen. It's hard to believe, but it's true. I'm also handsome and really skilled. Stop that. He's in no condition to argue. Heh. Brady's got you whipped, eh, kid? Shut up. Jeez. So what of Golbez? Still holds all other crystals except one. I go after the last crystal since we left the Enterprise at the surface. We've taken an enemy airship but can't fly over the magma in these parts. I guess it's time for me to shine. You're all hopeless without me. Back to bed. Wait till you heal. Candid can give me a hand. I think he's fine. Yeah. So they're doing the Camelot expressive character thing going on there. Just need some head bobbing. Now you can fly over anything. Thank you. Sid? Oh no, he's dead again. Must be pooped. He's overworked himself again. Thanks, Sid. I know, right? Apparently, strapping a bomb to yourself and exploding in midair is just a flesh wound. Exactly. Just walk it off. It's just the explosion. Maybe he had like a directed charge, so the actual explosion, like, you know, was in front of him and not like on top of him. Oh, it's clear that falling damage doesn't exist in this world. In like most RPGs, for that matter, it's pretty standard. So it's not the fall that's gonna hit them. All right, there's something over here. There's a cave. Sylvan Cave. Definitely won't be using float here, I guess. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Ow. This place sucks. Jesus. It's a good first encounter. Bestiary? Cranium with the same effect as scan. Stop it. There's a weird pause there. Game just like froze for like a couple seconds. Nobody's ATV gauge is moving. Man, how much health these things have? Apparently all the health, Jesus Christ. Feels like this area is a little over leveled for us. Maybe good experience though. I guess we'll find out if we survive this battle. Damn it. Let's just put to sleep all my heavy hitters here. The game just like pauses for like a couple of seconds, like it's trying to calculate something and it's just can't figure it out, so it just pauses for like 5 seconds. How did I miss somebody who's literally, like, sleeping? How does that not wake them up? that experience was not worth the trouble. So yeah, this place sucks. Sir, boat's already gone. Yep. We'll check that one out later. Let's go straight west, I guess. Let's just go in that corner to the southeast here. A little camp. Cokehole's Smithy. So we're gonna have to bring something to this guy to make like some uber sword. Master lost his spark. Now he just sleeps the days away. This is Master Cokehole's workshop, home of the world's finest smith. My smithing days are over. I won't forge this sword again until I find the legendary ore adamantite. Next we gotta find some adamantite. Soma drop. It's 9p by 10. Probably best for edge. Yep. Let's find some adamantite. Probably would be in that. I bet you it's in that silk cave or something. Hell flapper. Some new enemies at least. So these are easier than the ones in the cave. Blood flower. She got some cool shades. Everybody's getting some cool shades. Let's go check out that thing directly west of here. Cave of Summons. Hopefully this one's less annoying than the other cave. I wonder if I cast Float on each character individually, if that's going to be longer lasting than like casting a group version. Obviously, like 5 times as expensive, but last year when I left the land of summons, I also should ask Leviathan for help. Bloody eye. Ow. Rydia hasn't gotten any stronger spells yet, like no Blizzaga or anything like that. Mini Satana. Totally not Satan. Satana. Completely different. Ow. Maybe her float carries over when she's dead. Her corpse is just floating in the air, I guess. I thought my character is invisible when I do that. Get him in time. Everything hits so freaking hard, what the hell? Summoner hit us for like 500 damage, like what the fuck? Everything is so tanky. They're just running away, I guess. Ambushed. God, everything hits so hard. just leave this place. We got more back attacks. Well, this is a don't come here yet place. I mean, I probably can, just definitely want to be coming here later when I'm maybe after the next dungeon or something. Be able to like not die in one hit. Something that Sylph Cave. Anything that Sylph Cave is probably easier than that Summoner Cave. Must be the sealed cave, so go to town, and we'll have some good equipment. Tomra. Here the seas in the overworld are blue. How disturbing. I know that there's an island in the northwest that leads to the land of the summons. Scary, eh? Mercy me, where did you come from? Sylphs are afraid of us, even though we're so nice. Sylphs live in the caves in the northwest. I have 240,000 gil. Been a while since I bought some stuff, I guess. Get some potions, please. Thank you. Load up on these, as we're probably going to need a bunch of these. Let's max out our high potions. Let's apply some cottages. Everybody walks so fast in this game. Get back here, Naming Way. Damn it. Just in case it's not Naming Way. Maybe it's a clone. Howdy ho. So the castle's had it rough recently. What happened? Of Zeus bomb fragment. Sure, it came a long way. Here, take all you want. Howdy ho. Take our stuff, it's free. Wouldn't that be lally ho? These guys were fake dwarves. Come in the overworld. Mercy me, so there really is an overworld. Valley ho. No, here we say howdy ho. Crazy dwarves saying howdy ho. Diamond shield, diamond helm, diamond armor, diamond gloves, golden hairpin, diamond armlet. How much is this going to cost me? Let's check out the weapons first. Good thing we got a shortcut. We don't have to like go around the outside. Secrets. Oh, a guest. Haven't had one for ages. Chain whip. Another ogre killer. Alright, nothing. I guess buy her a whip. Another hero for him, I guess. Well, it's like, please equip manually. I guess because we have a choice of... I mean, not really. We only have arrows. We don't have a bow, so obviously the correct choice would be a chain whip. Why would I equip anything else? Why? I mean, there's only one choice here. Like, clearly the Ahura is an upgrade from Kunai. I don't know why the best equip is like, please equip manually. We're not gonna do the thing we're designed to do. You gotta do it by hand. Have these on mobile phone? Oh yeah. I don't know how... Like, playing any of these games on a mobile device just seems like it would be annoying with a touchscreen versus an actual D-pad and stuff. I'm sure they've obviously worked it out at this point. Squeenix has put a lot of mobile releases out, but... Oops. Keep those so I can throw them. Yeah, it'd be like using a DS. Alright, time to upgrade all our shit. The armor. 2 helmets. 2 shields. 2 gloves. 2 hairpins. 2 armlets. We're able to afford everything. Why? Why does best equip? Why is best equip a thing? It tells it's like no. Like, I'm not gonna do it. You gotta do it. It's for nothing game. Oops. Because my inventory's full. Hold on to this stuff just in case. Or change Rydia's name to Lydia? I'd be surprised if they did. Because everybody would know her as Rydia. Why would they change it now, right? It's like them getting rid of the Spoony Bard reference. I mean, I guess they supposedly did that with the PS1 re-release, and I guess there was enough blowback that they kind of put it back in for this version. If people are used to a certain thing, they kind of have to keep it, even if it's quote unquote wrong. About as geared up as we can be. No, it was from the original SNES version. Of course, it was a bad translation, because, you know, SNES era translations weren't exactly, like, high quality. But because it became so iconic, it's one of those things that, like, it became a meme, right? You can't change it at that point, even though it's obviously a bad translation, just everybody knows it. I wish I could dump this Sword of Legend. He was like, no. No, I mean, there was no need for a fan translation in that era. Final Fantasy V was like one of the first fan translated games, because of course it never came stateside. Final Fantasy IV, there was definitely no fan translation groups back then translating a Japanese game into English before the official release came out. Yeah. I mean, part of the issue, of course, was cartridge space, because generally, you know, the Japanese text is a lot more dense. Like, you can get a lot more information in a lot shorter space. And of course, in English, it takes up a lot more room for the same kind of information. So, card space, you wouldn't have had enough card space if you had, like, a correct translation. So you had to kind of squeeze it in there by cutting out some of the stuff. So that's that's problem A, and problem B obviously is just a lot of times they didn't care. Like, we just gotta get this out. We don't care if it's quote unquote correct or not. Let's go check out the Sylph place. But yeah, the biggest issue in that area. Like, there's no reason in the PS1 era to have a bad localization, other than, you know, just time and money. But yeah, any sort of cartridge-based games, that was definitely a big consideration, is the amount of room on the cartridge. Especially if the Japanese version of the game basically kind of, like, filled the cartridge space to the brim. Well, now you're kind of stuck, right? You don't have any room to play with. So option one is either to have a bigger cartridge, which of course equals more money, versus not something they were going to do for a fairly niche genre like RPGs back then. Option two is to, like, you know, do what they did, basically. Yeah, that's another thing too, yeah. Just abbreviations and stuff. A lot of times you had stuff that was like 8 characters, which is more than enough in Japanese, but in English, it really doesn't give you much room. This guy is sick, yeah. See, that's PS1 era. Like there's no excuse for PS1 era. You have like practically infinite space for scripts compared to the SNES. So individual floats seem to last a while. At least I never saw go off before we left the place. It costs like 5 times as much. What's with these fucking back attacks, man? Well, Zero Wing was like... that was just its own brand of bad. It's not like an RPG that has like actual dialogue. Like those were just like, all right, we'll have, you know, we'll have like Shinji in the office who took like a weekend class in English at the community college. It's close enough. Really? All right, maybe it only lasts 1 floor. That was a waste of magic. It's already gone. Yeah. Well, see, that makes it easy. It's like, clearly Fire 3 is stronger than Fire 2 and stronger than Fire 1. What's with all these back attacks? What the hell? Maybe the game doesn't signs for a different ending. Must be another path somewhere. Stop it! Stop it! Damn it. This is horrible. What happens to a toad when struck by lightning? Apparently not much. Okay, can you hit the ones that are already toaded, please? Like one of my attackers. Stop it. Still praise a toad. What? The god doesn't answer prayers from frogs? Damn it. Thank you. Alright, stop. That was a pain in the ass. Feel those use the tents and cottages near you. Seems like a weird place to camp for the night. Just camp in this swamp. Yeah, pretty much, right? They wake up as zombies. Elven bow. Pretty good damage for 20. These have way too many hit points. XP though. It's a pain. I'll fight these guys again. They're too hard. Did I choose flame? I thought I chose flood. I swear I hit flood there, but whatever. God, these guys hit so fucking hard. Yeah, that god is very fickle. We just have bad Wi-Fi in the middle of this cave, so I can't hear our prayers. She just had a turn. Why is she getting another turn? Son of a bitch. Suck aim. What if I toad the toads? What happened? What did they turn into? How does Toad not have a jump ability? Honestly. It's gonna be Xbox 360. Enchanted Arms, I think it's called. It's the first Xbox 360 RPG. I don't know what the first. Well, I was gonna say I don't know what the first PS3 one, but it's probably the Untold Legends games. Almost guaranteed on that one. Thank God you can still cast Toad when you're a Toad. Why would we run away? I don't want to fight these things. They do too much damage. Yikes, humans! Cat Claw. Hell Claw. Seem to gain a lot of things from what's his face there, from Yang in here. What a surprise, it's Yang! Go away. We won't hang Yang over. We found him lying near the mouth of the cave. We've been taking care of him for a while now. He has yet to awaken. Oh, guess he's staying here. Oh, wait. Wasn't done exploring the cave. Whatever. I know, next thing you're gonna tell me is those twins that turned themselves into statues are gonna be alive. And Tella's gonna be alive. Oh wait, never mind. Chicken is the gold job. Just jump. You're good at jump rope. You can be a dragoon. Apply today. Alright, let's go finish exploring that cave. At least we know we can, like, teleport from the bottom. It's gonna run away. My money. Malboros. This will be good. This will be really good. Is this the first appearance of Malboros in Final Fantasy? she actually uses up mana, even though she's like silenced and can't cast. How is she casting as a toad, by the way? I think she should be able to use as a toad is toad. That's Final Fantasy 2. I don't know, were they called Marlboros though in Final Fantasy 2? Probably not, because it would probably like, oh, this is like a cigarette manufacturer. We don't want to tie your name to that. You know, that's the point. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I'll be replaying it at some point. So far away. She's mini, toad, pig, silenced, blind. Yeah, fast forwards are always the thing, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Unless it just happened right after another Final Fantasy, because people just love having two games of back-to-back there. It's always a push. Mobile. There you go. Mad Oscar. There you go. So it's the first time they actually called them Marlboros, I guess. Well, they might have reappeared after this, but... Why do these guys do so much physical damage? Like, come on. What the fuck? Yeah, it's not a surprise they wouldn't want to use a cigarette manufacturer's name as an enemy name outside of Japan. Although I'm kind of surprised they still did it in like later releases. Exodus, Xenoblade 2, Bloodborne, Nip Nip, Final Fantasy port. Fancy Fort wins out of spite. Well, I mean, Nep would win out of spite, obviously, but... PS1 version of Final Fantasy 2. I believe it. That was like 2003, so it was pretty late. That was when they actually merged at Square Enix at that point, so... Oops. Yeah, one day. One day by some miracle will happen. Oh, we can, like, toad everybody? Didn't realize that was an option. Of course, it's rare that everybody's toaded, so... But I guess we're, like, mostly toaded. Alright. That was a weird choice there, but... I guess just to show that you can actually toad the Bog Witch. Still a couple of chests there that are... There'd be a way to get to those. Yeah, just a few Yakuzas. Just a few. No fair. Thank you. That was nice. Alright, now to try to find secret passages that go to those places. We saw... It's gonna be really fun to... while we're doing encounters. This might also be like switches on the walls kind of thing. Should be more annoying. This will be a lot easier on an emulator. Just turn off, like, sprites. Oh god. Just goes to that chest. It's like, alright, well, I can just walk there. Monsters, damn it. Yes, it does. It's really weird sometimes, like, I told Edge to attack a while ago, and Kane didn't even have his turn yet, and he somehow went and attacked before Edge did. It makes no sense, the attack order. It's not like I told Edge to use, like, an ability, literally just the attack option. Mage Masher. That can sometimes silence his enemies. Where are we going? Going off the beaten path now. Oh, just looks back. It's slightly rainy outside. This thing is optional? Yeah. Pretty much. Still a whole bunch of chests I saw there that I need to find a way there. No. gonna do this, but it's gonna take just as much mana. I just did this 3 times. Yeah, this game definitely is definitely in that era of like no saves anywhere. I mean, there's a couple sometimes, I guess, but just want to see how to get to those like last chests. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go for like 100% bestiary stuff, especially when you have enemies with like really low like not drop rates, but how often they show up. Right, I can't even. I can't cast Toad. It's silenced. Oh god, yeah. Not only New Game Plus, but sometimes like multiple playthroughs in order to get all the content. Stuff like the Saga games. Great example of those. So those are not worth fighting. Yeah, it depends on the game, I guess. I'll fight these. Not like they do any damage, they're just annoying as shit. Does it even do any physical damage at all? Maybe if they turn everybody into a toad. Wow, it's going really well. Set to turn us two back into toads. Oh. Okay, apparently that doesn't work. So you can't, like, multi-cast Toad. Maybe you can outside of battle, but... It's so confusing when we're on the opposite side of the screen. It really messes me up. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. No, I think Pig still lets you do damage. Toad is basically like silence plus like 0 attack. With Pig, you can't use abilities, but you do have damage output. Mini reduces your damage output, but keeps you casting spells. So Toad is by far the worst one. You do no damage, and you can't cast spells, so it really sucks. The pig ability even, like, I think this is like the only time I've seen the pig ability is in like this Final Fantasy. Does it appear in like later Final Fantasies? Yeah, does Toad lower your defense? I'm not sure about that one, so maybe that's one thing with Mini. I think only, yeah, that's what I thought. So I don't recall ever seeing it in any other game. Mini and Toad are obviously very common, especially Toad. Almost out of mana. Some other chests, I want to see how to get to them. It's a real pain in the ass in this. We're fighting every single thing, though. Let's make a save over here. I should start clicking on walls, because I'm pretty sure I've seen Mini in some other ones. It's not as common, but Toad is by far the most common one. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen Pig anywhere else. Sometimes the instant death spell. I mean, usually Toad is just like it works in this one, it just makes you like practically useless. Come on, there's like all this chest over there. I mean, there's got to be another path somewhere I'm missing. Like see a little thing up there. I'm gonna mash the button. Maybe there's like a... of the dead Toad sprite. Why bring back life? Is he still a Toad? Still has all the status effects. He kept that even though he died. Alright, a lot of mana. Alright, let's go back outside and then we'll have to come back, I guess. Once we heal up a bit, get some mana back. Oh, I'm sure there's gonna be some mimics in those, but actually I did run into one mimic check, so it wasn't that bad of a mimic. It wasn't like the ones in the castle that were like severely like over leveled compared to what level I was at the time. Mimics in these dungeons seem to be kind of appropriate for the dungeon. And since we didn't actually encounter enemies in that castle, then you know there was no like baseline compared to, right? For the after years in 14. I guess it's not surprised they added it to 14. They seem to add everything to 14. Yeah. Like, I'm sure I've seen many in some of the other ones. I think even Final Fantasy, like some of the PS1 ones. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I'm sure I'd seen it in Final Fantasy 7. Wasn't 100% sure on that one. Alright. How the hell did we get these stupid... Oops. There might be like a hidden, like a wall we have to click, because I'm running out of walls to like mash my face against here. Little Tifa, yeah. These freaking ambushes, what the hell? Gonna take a face load of fires. I mean, I guess I'd rather take fire than the physical damage these guys do. Because they hit like a freaking truck for a spirit. I'm gonna try untoading these other toads. Let's see what they turn into. I really should. How did that not kill it? Did 12 damage as a toad. Okay, see. Those regular toads are actual toads. You can't untoad them. They're not beautiful princesses hiding as toads. In a console life tend to be epic, yeah. It's gotta be like a secret passage somewhere we're missing. I feel like I've definitely mashed my face against like every wall. Maybe some weird stuff like it's like right here, like when you go in but before you start moving or some shit. Oops, that's not what I meant to use. That was not float. All the spells look the same. Back to getting toaded again. If he's silent, can you cast Toad? One thing I'm thinking about in this is that they don't seem to do any damage. So this one's at least an easy fight. One of those things too, like maybe when we're actually supposed to come and get Yang, then the fairies be like, oh, you need to go into the cave and get this thing, and then they'll give us like access to one of those stupid things. Getting ambushed and or back attacked by these things. So everything's got to cast a damn spell or hit like a truck. There's like those little things like that little spot up there, which is like suspicious. I swear I've checked everywhere at this point. So yeah, the only thing I can think of is just gonna be like store you. Get an edge. We're supposed to kill that thing. I love how stealing is such a garbage ability in this. There's probably some good things to steal, but you'll be able to steal like 1% of the time. Sephiroth Sev! 102 months since 4 Sev. How's it going? Time to steal some pigtails. Gotta steal all the pigtails. Welcome to a very slow crawl through this dungeon. At this point, either there's like a passage, like one spot in the entire dungeon I haven't mashed my face on, or we just need to like whatever point we come back and then Yang will be able to join the party or whatever. Will be the wait. Never mind. It seems like we found a spot. Was that 9 years? Or almost 9 years? Doing good Sunday? I'm doing great. Yeah, this cave sucks. We get to those chests over there? No. Wait. Wait, have I not come down? Apparently I never came here. These are like regular chests. How would I have not come here? I must have missed this path all this time. I want to fight 6 of these things. Fuck. Apparently. Looking for like some secret passages and missing the obvious ones. Apparently. It doesn't help when there's like the encounter rate is like this high. That's part of the problem too. Like every time you do an encounter, you're like, forget what direction you just came from. Everything looks the same. Berry rod. Sounds like a confusion rod. Rod infused with berry magic. Not something that she can use. Oh, you can use the claws as well. Way less damage though. Oh. That's weird. I swear I didn't see that as an option there before, but I wonder what it does is maybe it does cast confusion. Let's try it out. Use it as an item. Okay, we've got a weird suspicious hole thing there, surrounded by chests. Check every wall while I'm at it. go through this again. Oh, we were getting unlucky there. We were hitting every single individual person with Toad. Final Fantasy IV 3D is 50% off on Steam. I'm assuming that's based on the DS version. Final Fantasy X, 10-2. Yeah, Square Enix games always go on sale. I just picked up Final Fantasy, the new Final Fantasy, or Dragon Quest VII remake there because it went on sale. Alright, definitely some of these are going to be mimics. Probably. There's a lot. Okay, and there's a hole there too, so. Alright. Remedy, 2000 gil. Bomb core, 3000 gil. No mimics on those ones. Surprisingly. Yeah, super close. Ow. Surprisingly, not one mimic. How did we fall down that hole, by the way? We had float on. Yep, the eternal backlog. Checking every one of these damn walls, man. Ambushed again. I take a face-loaded damage. definitely gonna be a secret path. Oh, right there. These toes always go first. Come on, really? You're gonna hit 3 different people. Stop it. Now they attacked my entire front line. All the ones that can do damage. I've been back on for 10 years, yeah. Pretty much. Probably goes to that little weird middle place there. Let's go the other way first. It's the dead end. Teleporter. Oh, shit. Yep. God. Ugh. This is a good start. Kingsfield and PS1, nice. Congratulations. This is going really well. Why did I do so much less damage than last time? going really, really well. We got this, we got this. Nope. Game over, man. That was awful. And friggin' bad breath just absolutely wrecked us there. At least I know where to go now. Actually, I don't really know where to go. I don't know how I got there. That was a path that was like an obvious path, but one I never had taken. No, I'm not. It's just an awful, awful dungeon. We got really bad RNG there. Like the one person with Asuna was the one who got hit with like bad breath first. That really fucked us over. And have some of our characters die again. These trees hit like so hard too. Really good start of this dungeon. Yeah, it's like literally like right at the entrance. I don't know how the hell I missed this the first time. But like all the previous times. Yeah, the fairy is actually pretty good. That confusion actually is a very useful ability. But the thing isn't immune. Always ambushed. It's only one person toted this time, instead of 3. Did you, like, I guess you cast that as, like, a positive spell there? By hitting the entire group of Toad? Because he was confused? Hit like a trunk. They do indeed. Oops. Alright. I'm forgetting that every time I, like, change floors, I have to cast float again. Oops. Not twice. Did I just undo my float by casting again? No. What did I try first? This one? Let's try this one. Still gonna be monsters. Oh god, this looks awful. 4 of these guys is bad. 6 of these guys is extra bad. I don't know how long it takes for a cane to jump, and then you gotta wait for his jump to land. It's like so slow. I'll better get my summon off before Kane even jumps. The game's just like frozen now. It doesn't know what to do. It's just like calculating. It takes like 10 seconds for it to calculate. I don't know how the hell they coded this battle thing to be so bad. Damn, these things hit so fucking hard. I think they do damage based on their hit points. So I swear one only hit Rydia for like a little bit of damage there because it was probably close to dead or something. Most of them. The reward better be worth it. It probably won't be. Not a weapon. Fire-breathing dragon's fang. Assuming it's a, like a summon thing. Inhibiting his level ups. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. Fail. I need to switch his weapon. Possibly. We're in the safe for now. Go down. Full moon. Let's see a throwing item. Does that one come back if I throw it? Oh, it's actually it's a two-hander. Oh, it's... Sounds like it would be a throwing item, and probably is throwing item when that'll like actually return if you throw it. Maybe. I'm pretty out of mana. I should just like teleport out. Like come back and do this again, so don't push my luck. Got like 4 more, and obviously all those are gonna be full of mimics too, so yeah, let's do that. Especially since we got a good weapon for edge. I need to like dump some of this stuff too. My inventory's getting kind of full. This X potion in here. Instead of having 1 in my inventory that I'm never going to use until I get more. Let's throw these in there. This is pointless. Can I actually use this as a weapon for... I guess I'll equip that. Light brand in there. Didn't realize you can use the Maze Masher. Sure, I go into that dungeon with like perfect condition before I go back into that place. Play some hell. Since we gained a few levels since we came into this place. Edge is still really behind though. Good start, good start. At least it's not one that does damage. Just one that annoys the hell out of me. That's good. You can either have three and two or two and three. So you can either have two in the front row, three in the back row, or three in the front row, two in the back row. You can't have like one and four or anything like that. Classic? Yes, it is. It's a little too classic, though. Definitely some... I'm surprised they didn't add some quality of life stuff to this one that should have had. It definitely feels very, like, early SNES still, you know what I mean? Like, the encounter rate is super high, the enemies hit really hard, the healing barely does anything. It definitely feels like it's of its age. They seem to make up their minds. And the combat system is super laggy. Which is really annoying. There's no such thing as optional dungeons. Yeah, I mean, you know, this is an era where grinding was pretty much an expectation. So if you don't grind, you're gonna feel like you're just getting your ass handed to you. You better have a whole lot of healing items, because you're gonna need them. Oops. Hey, what the fuck? I somehow hit the... I guess if you go... Wait, can I just go from here? Oh, I can, okay. That was like going behind the thing, was actually going in front of it. Anyway, I cast that float. I have to cast it again. That's another thing too, is every time you cast a spell, like in the menus, the game always expects you to like, it's like, oh, you want to move it. It's like, no, how about make that a toggle? Like press select or press something else. Yeah. That's some massive damage now. Why does the combat lag so badly? Like, I've never seen lag in like a turn-based battle system. You know what I mean? It's just... because this game is so badly optimized. The DS is pretty bad. Ugh. Looking forward to it. This is annoying. Really? No, I'm gonna include them. I mean, especially for Final Fantasy III, it's the only time where you actually have original Final Fantasy III playable in any way. Not counting fan translations, obviously. Fucking toads. These games, like, these ones don't do any damage, but man, it's just a slog to go through these battles. It's the RNG, the toading. Of course, when you get back attack, that just adds an extra annoyance layer. Kino would love it, yeah. I would be afraid of... It would be very scary if Kino showed up. God damn it, no! Hit her again! Ugh. Not so much for casting that spell. Wait, she's still... Okay, that was weird. Like, she still got it off? How did that happen? Edge's damage output suddenly went up significantly with those with that full moon. Raja. I think Raja like 40 MP or something crazy. Yeah, definitely gained a few levels. Unintentional grinding. I should really put float up higher, because we're gonna need this one a lot more. I'm not gonna use holds. There you go. Put it over here. Yep. Alright. What's the next one? Oh god, another one of these. No, that makes it worse. Like, literally, if you put the speed up, then some of your characters and enemies get, like, 2 turns per their turn. Like suddenly you'll do a turn, and, like, right afterwards, the thing comes up and your character gets another turn, even though their ATB is, like a quarter filled. Like, this combat system is, like, held together by, like, spit and string. It's very bad. I don't know how the hell this passed any sort of QA. It's like lag as hell and it's broken as hell. Fucking smoke. White Fang. It's very, very bad. Smoke. Assuming smoke is like a flea. Yeah. Oh god. This'll be bad. Shit. Not a good start. She got like 2 moves back. Like, why is she attacking like 5 times there? Well, we just game over. I killed one. Oh, she snapped herself out of confusion. That's good. Never mind. Ow. Ow. You got this, Kane. You got this. In fact, does not have this. Well, alright, let's not do that one. Fuck. Yeah, the bug, like, I don't know how the hell they coded that system, but it is so badly done. Memories are a thing, I just don't have any chance to use it. Because the enemies get like 50 turns for every turn I get. So, yeah. It's pretty much bound at that point. When 3 of my dudes got bad breath, it's like, alright, it's over. Really good start. Oops. Let's just restart here. Getting a backpack from that group is just... It's gonna be so much damage coming to our face there. Could be you know. Freaking back attacks. Stop it. What's a Wii U? Wii U for the win. We use a really good system for like for any not emulation, but for any of the virtual console stuff. God, I hate this. Can I still use the fairy rod if I'm... Oh, it looks like it. Even as a toad, I can still use items. Interesting. I miss Weavers. Yeah, I missed the universe too. It was a nice place. Oh wow. Wait, I confused her and she hit us with Mini? How's that a confusion? It's a negative effect. Stop hitting us with Mini. Why did we confuse her? This was worse. This is so much worse. In fact, if anything, she was always like helping us because she cast Toad on herself. So by confusing her, we like unconfused her. It's weird. God damn it. We just confused her again. Just trying to confuse the frog. Oh, see, she toads herself, which is like... that helps us. And when we confuse her, she starts hitting us with Mini. It's so odd. Do I even have Mini? I don't even have Mini. We'll just use Asuna. Oh, Mini's white magic. Yeah, just use Asuna. One in 10,000 chance. Alright, so don't use the top middle one. I'm gonna try the right two this time, see if we get less annoying enemy groups. Nope. Good thing I ran when I did last time. Like I teleported out. If I would have gotten that Marlboro attack, that would have been like obviously a instant game over, and would have lost my thing. These battles take too long. It's just a slog to do. Ribbits. Alright, what we got? I don't think I've ever fought these yet, like actually successfully fought these. I have no idea what to expect with these ones. They usually come with Marlboros, so how'd you like ran away? Oh wow. These are weak as shit. Oh, that's why. Oh, we have floats. We're fine. That would be why. Use the arrow. Not exactly a great treasure, but these really annoying ones. Yeah. Especially like in this area that has like a whole bunch of floors of like poison floors that you don't want to be walking on generally. So kind of crazy to get to these things in a state where you wouldn't be floating. In Babel Tower, yeah, making a lot more sense in a place where you're generally not always floating.
they also didn't have many hit points. Like, I was able to one-shot with Kane. And Kane just, like, stutters so much. Like, literally, like, the ATB bars are not moving for, like, 5 seconds. Like, the game's trying to calculate stuff. How the hell is this so badly coded? Yeah. Yeah, the world map would be like, I was like, oh shit. Earthquake. And 2 potions. These 2 potions come out are like, I guess those are just drops from the enemies, and the blue fang was the actual thing inside the chest. Ugh. So what we have left is like the Marlboro one. It's gonna suck. Wait, this was the Marlboro one? Whoops. Not a good start. Wow. Good start, game. Fuck. Alright, well. Good game. GG. She's had it for a long time, I think. I know, right? Give us the fucking bad breath again. Yeah, we're dead. Killed one. Shit. I'll survive that. Alright. You got this, you got this. Yeah, where's the Ruben when you need 5? 2 more to go. Just don't hit us with that breath. And it's over. God, this is so bullshit, man. I mean, there's no way to win at this point, so... Alright, well, there's no point going back down there until we can... we need some ribbons at least, so... None of the other chests have anything useful other than those fangs and stuff. Alright, well... Before we continue on, I guess it's a good time to take a quick break, so let me pause the timer here for a minute. And get rid of these dishes and stuff. I'll be back in a few minutes, and I guess we'll go check out that other cave. The Cave of Summons or whatever. I'll be back in a few minutes.